Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi. I'm sorry for that. It's the morning, you know, my voice, I didn't speak to anyone today, so my voice is waking up. I'm sorry for that. You know, I am Laura. I'm gonna watch Princess Bride, the movie. Normally I'm reacting to shows, but you know that since some months now, since January, I'm reacting also to movies, one movie each month, and you have these reaction videos earlier on Patreon, 1 month earlier, and also with an extended reaction part. For movies, it's such a long version, you know. I think that for each one it was 20 minutes longer or something like that. For YouTube, I'm really forced to cut a lot into the reaction part. So earlier with an extended reaction part, and also on Patreon, you are choosing which movie I'm gonna react to. I'm offering to you on a poll 3 movies, and you are choosing between these 3 movies which one you want me to react to. And for this poll, you had the choice between Princess Bride, Thelma and Louise, Thelma, Selma, I don't know, in French, Thelma and Louise, and also Fargo. You chose Princess Bride, and I have to be honest with you, it was also my favorite one between these 3. I don't know, maybe because one of you, Graf, I'm seeing you with Mary, maybe because this person is waiting for me to react to this movie since a long time, telling me that this is a cult movie that he loves a lot, and also other people like that told me that in US it's really a cult movie, it's really a movie that everyone has watched at least once in his or her life, that for children, for teenagers, it's really something cult, you know, something that you had to watch, that you loved, you know, that kind of movie, that kind of kid movie that you are rewatching with a melancholy thing. So I want to try it for sure because I want to discover it, but also because I'm really interested by that kind of movie. Each country, each people, you know, each culture, we have that kind of movie which are for us, you know, cult movies that we watched a lot when we were young. And I think that I have also French movies like that, and I'm interested by that, you know, to discover yours also, how it is. And with adult eyes, it's even more interesting because usually that kind of movie, they are putting subtle messages, you know, into it, so the adults can also understand things, love things. Like I watched Neverending Story as a kid and as an adult. I loved it a lot more when I was an adult. When I was a kid, I think that I watched it only once when I was a kid, and I was frightened by it. Like really, I was terrified by this movie when I was a kid. It was sad, it was dark, it was weird, I was not understanding everything, and I was just like, it's sad, everything which is happening is sad and all. And as an adult, it's really an interesting movie, like it's the steps of depression that they are defining, they are saying so many things, you know, about depression, about sadness, about things like that, how to fight it and all. The second lecture, you know, of this movie when you are an adult is so interesting. That's why I love that kind of movie. I don't know if it's gonna be the case or not for Princess Bride, you know, if we can have another lecture like that when we are an adult, but I know that this is a kid melancholic movie, you know, for adults. No, it's a kid movie which can be melancholic when you are watching it as an adult if you watched it when you were a kid. Me, I'm gonna discover it. I never watched it when I was a kid, or maybe in fact I already watched it and I don't remember it at all. I don't think so. I watched the trailer, you know, the movies, you know, that I'm putting on the pulse. I'm watching the trailers each time, and I watch the trailer and I don't remember, you know, that I saw this picture. So normally I never watched it. I hope that I'm gonna appreciate it. I hope also that I'm not gonna say anything wrong or anything that you're gonna be mad at me or disappointed at me if I'm saying it, you know, because again, when you have a cult movie like that, when you were a kid, which is so important for you because you loved it so much as a kid and as an adult after that, when someone is talking bad about that movie, you can be really mad. I know that. I have the same, you know, with some movies that I love, so I don't want to do that with yours. Okay, I don't have anything else to say. Let's go for this movie. I know that this is a fantasy movie, medieval movie. I love that kind. I'm really expecting it, you know, because of what I watched into the trailer and also because of what I can expect coming from that kind of movie. I'm really expecting it to be joyful, you know, with a lot of adventures, with a lot of medieval things, you know, prince, princess, a king, maybe some creatures, that kind of movie, you know, during that period of time. I know how it was, and also I prepared myself for the the old sci-fi effects and old costumes also for creatures and stuff like that. I prepared myself for that. I know that if you're not prepared enough, it can disturb you a lot.
It was the book my father used to read to me when I was sick.
It's that kind of movie.
I knew killing, fencing, fighting, torture, revenge.
Nothing gave Buttercup as much pleasure as ordering Wesley around.
Nah.
Come on, boys. Polish my horse's saddle.
As you wish.
The sexual tension between you is already burning me.
What he meant was, I love you.
How many of you fall in love with these two?
Hold it. What is this? Are you trying to trick me?
Already?
Is this a kissing book?
I fear I'll never see you again. I will always come with you. How can you be sure? This is true love.
No.
His ship was attacked by the dread pirate Roberts, who never left captives alive. When Buttercup got the news that Wesley was murdered,
He wasn't killed.
Buttercup's emptiness consumed her. Although the law of the land gave Humperdinck the right to choose his bride, she did not
Humperdinck?
love him.
Is there a village nearby?
There is nothing nearby. Not for miles.
Then there will be no one to hear you scream.
Oh.
He finds your body dead on the Gilder frontier, and suspicions will become confirmed.
You want to kill her?
not killing anyone. I've hired you to help me start a war.
For someone? You're doing that for someone? History of that giant is so interesting. If you don't know him, search for his story.
I found you. You were so slobbering drunk, you couldn't buy brandy. Brainless, helpless, hopeless. Do you want me to send you back to where you were?
I thought you were friends. No, you're not, and I don't like you.
You can fuss.
He's a moron. You're making poetry, guys.
Hush, mother's fellows. As I told you, it would be absolutely totally and in all other ways inconceivable. Probably some local fisherman out there.
Is it a pirate ship?
Oh, go in! Get after her! I don't swim.
Creatures?
Come back now, I promise. No harm will come to you.
Okay, you need her dead, but you need her body.
She doesn't get eaten by the eels at this time.
At this time?
What? I wasn't nervous.
Those are the shrieking eels.
Past that, Grandma. You read it already?
You want to be sure that she's listening to you now?
I suppose you think you're brave, don't you?
She is.
Son.
The clefts of insanity!
Ah, I'm saying you know, because of the name. You know, really, never-ending story, it broke my mind with that kind of movie and all of the messages that they are putting into it.
Inconceivable.
Someone who has an objective, someone with powers. They're gonna cut the... No.
Inconceivable.
Do you know another word?
Catch up what he's dead. If he falls, fine. If not, the sword. Hello there.
Look, I don't mean to be rude, but this is not as easy as it looks, so I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't distract me. Thank you.
I think that this is Wesley.
But I do not think you would have saved my head, since I am only waiting around to kill you. That does put a damper on our relationship.
It's you.
Well, wait until you're right. Again, thank you.
Do you want a little of water, you know?
But you don't by any chance happen to have 6 fingers on your right hand?
What?
My father was slaughtered by a 6-fingered man. The 6-fingered man appeared and requested a special sword. 10th his promised price. My father refused. Without a word, the 6-fingered man slashed him through the heart. So naturally, I challenged his murderer to a duel. But he gave me this.
Oh, I didn't see it before. Oh, you can really
To the 6-fingered man and say,
become my favorite character.
my name is Inigo.
Are we really forced to do that? Guys, you're not gonna kill each other.
You're wonderful. Thank you. Why are you smiling? Because I know something you don't know. And what is that? I am not offended. I'm not left-handed either.
Nah! The music. Careful. Da 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 da! Wesley was not even moving.
Since I can't have you follow me either.
Inconceivable!
Find another word, please.
The minute his head is in view, hit it with the rock!
That actor. Ah! You missed it.
I did that on purpose. We face each other as God intended. Sportsmanlike. No tricks, no weapons.
You have also a sense of honor.
It's just they're terribly comfortable. I think everyone will be wearing them in the future.
Repeat that? You think that everyone would wear a mask in the future?
Use different moves when you're fighting. After it does it, people.
It's okay.
I do not envy you the headache you will have when you're awake. Only the princess matters.
Clearly, this was all planned by warriors of Gilda. We must all be ready for whatever lies ahead.
I don't see a reason for now to not like you, but I think that it's gonna come.
So, perhaps an arrangement can be reached. There will be...
How did you get all of that, you know, to put that table?
In that case, I challenge you to a battle of wits.
For the princess.
What you do not smell is called iocane powder. It is among the more deadly poisons known to man.
You're gonna put it in both.
All I have to do is divine from what I know of you. Are you the sort of man who would put the poison into his own goblet, or is it? So I can clearly not choose the wine in front of you. But you must have known I was not a great fool. You would have counted on it, so I can clearly not choose the wine in front of me.
Truly, you have a dizzying intellect.
Need to know where the poison is.
Then make your choice.
I will, and I choose. What in the world can that be?
What? Where? What's so funny?
I'll tell you in a minute. First,
You're so proud of yourself. He was waiting for you to drink.
That is all you ever need to know.
You're not recognizing his voice? Okay, after 5 years, but come on.
I spent the last few years building up an immunity to iocane powder.
Ah! But I knew it!
If you'll release me, whatever you ask for ransom, you'll get it. I promise you.
Be nice with her!
Promise of a woman, you're very funny, Agnes. Think your dearest love will save you?
I never said he was my dearest love. And yes, he will save me. I have loved more deeply than a killer like yourself could ever dream.
Next time my hand flies on its own, where I come from, there are
Penalties when a woman lies.
Why are you like that with her?
She's alive. It was an hour ago.
Don't treat the woman that you love like that.
Rest house.
I know who you are. You're the dread pirate Roberts, admit it.
With pride.
You kill my love.
I work all the time.
You mock my pain.
Life is pain, Ines. Please, I need to live. I asked him what was so important for him. True love, you know. You should bless me for destroying him before you found out what you really are.
What?
And what am I?
At the same hour, did you wait a whole week out of respect for the dead?
You mocked me once, never do it again. I died that day. You can do it.
I'm not okay with your attitude, Wesley. Clearly.
I Why didn't you wait for me?
You can't come back, yes, if you're dead.
That's not true. All you can do is delay it for a while.
I'll never doubt again.
You wanted her to kill herself to join you? It would be a different story. Romeo and Juliet.
A few more steps and we'll be safe in the fire swamp.
Cliffs of Insanity, the fire swamp. I'm searching.
It's not that bad.
No?
What I told you before about saying I said, all right, Wesley. Never had a ballet. 3 years, I said that. Good night, Wesley. Good work. Roberts and I eventually became friends. I'm not the dread pirate Roberts. My name is Ryan.
Yeah.
The real Roberts has been retired 15 years and living like a king in Patagonia. So now the way to go. I shall retire and hand the name over to someone else. Kevin Jizz.
Pretty easy, you know. Oh no. Clever. In all of the movies during this period of time, we had that.